With coverage you can count on. Now your First Warn 5 forecast with meteorologist Bryan Bachman.
All right, a good Tuesday evening, everyone. One day closer to the holiday and, of course, travel day upon us tomorrow. It looks like things, though, actually going to be improving pretty nicely. We're seeing a lot of the snow showers dying out this evening. The cold weather, though, that's going to be a pretty common staple over the next couple of days. Looking at things on your First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar tonight. And of course, we had some of those icy conditions this morning and those ongoing snow showers through the first part of the afternoon. Those now less of a factor. We will still have some of those flurries around the region for the next couple of hours, but those really not going to cause too much trouble on the roadways. But just watch your steps. Could still be some slick spots. You can see by all accounts, though, at least precipitation-wise, I-69 and I-75 both looking to be in good shape tonight, as is any of the roadways in the thumb. And then back to the west, US 127 through Mount Pleasant and up toward Clare looking good. And really most of the immediate mid-Michigan region starting to see those lake effect snow showers backing off. Only one still hanging on well up to the north around, say, Alpena and even to the north of Traverse City. Let's look at some of the conditions outside tonight, where some of those intrepid shoppers already getting an early camping start. Here's a live look at Saginaw Township, right outside of the Best Buy there. Going to be a cold night for the folks in the tents there, but as we heard in that story earlier, sounds like they're bundled up pretty well. Current temperature is 33 degrees with a real feel in the air closer to those middle 20s. Pretty much the same story as we head over to Bay City tonight, but a pretty peaceful evening nonetheless. A couple of cars heading across the bridge there. Current temperature also 33, and it's 33s straight across the board as we head to I-75 and US 23 in Flint tonight, where at least at this point, looks like both lanes moving across the area in pretty good shape. Temperature-wise around the rest of the region, most of us down into the 30s at this point. Really got to the upper and middle 30s. We're about the best we could do today. 33 the current temperature in Port Hope, 32 for both Bad Axe and Caro tonight. Also in the low 30s up toward Oscoda, and then some upper 20s starting to creep their way into the picture around Houghton Lake. And this at least a pretty pleasant, we can breathe at least a little bit of a sigh of relief here. The winds, sure, they're still there tonight, but nowhere near the 20 to 30 mile per hour range with those higher gusts that we saw yesterday. We've backed it off to largely a roughly 5 to 15 mile per hour range. So that is still bringing the wind chills way down into the 20s. Teens will become pretty common as far as the wind chills are concerned tonight. And it's this Arctic air mass that's going to make itself right at home over the Great Lakes region and most of the northern tier of the United States over the next several days. So highs in the 30s going to be a pretty common theme as we head well through the holiday weekend. First Warn 5 Sky Tracker shows those lake effect snow showers beginning to wind down. We're actually going to settle into this wedge of drier air for tomorrow. So if you have any travel plans on our Wednesday, looks like as you get those going, should be in pretty good shape. We'll see that here on your First Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast, taking you through tonight. Maybe an isolated flurry or two. That's really about it. We'll start the day off on a mostly cloudy note on our travel day. And as we take it into the evening, again, I think a lot of these snow showers not necessarily going to materialize, but if they do, really not going to be causing too many headaches on the roads out there tomorrow. So for your travel weather tomorrow, just mostly cloudy skies around most of Michigan, down toward Detroit, and then back to the west as well. Farther north, maybe a few flurries, but that looks to be about it. Coming up at 6 o'clock, it's back to the cold, and then some turkey and snowflakes. We'll talk more about that in your 7-day forecast.